Hey, what's going on YouTube? This is the Yu-Gi-Oh! Buddha coming to you with another deck profile, this time on Six Samurais. This build will be based off the March 1st ban list, or the March 1st format. I play this Dino Rabbit on my spare time for fun decks, and of course I play my Lightsworns as my competitive deck. Anyway, let's just get started with the deck profile and show you why my Six Sams are a bit different. First off, we start with 3 Kagemusha the 6. It's the tuner, it's the reason why the deck is okay. It's the main tuner of the deck. Also has an effect whenever a 6 Samurai will be targeted by a monster, spell, or trap effect, you can designate him as the new target. So if he stays on the field, he's actually pretty decent sometimes. Next off, the next of the 3 ofs, we play 3 Kizan. He produces Bushido counters and makes rank 4 plays. He also is your material for Barkion, because it's easier to make Beast Barkion in this deck, and it's quite simple. Next up, I play 2 Kagekis because Smoke Signal is at 3. Kageki, first turn with Kagemusha for instant, Shien is still good. Veiler is still a problem at times, depending on if people still main him. Maxi, not so much, just depending. Just don't go off too much if you see it. We play 2 Elders. I know some people play 1 and some people play none. I prefer the 2 because he is a Cyber Dragon if you do draw him. I understand Smoke Signal is at 3. I still prefer the 2 just because it's still an asceticism build. So I prefer him there. Then next up you have your 1 Grandmaster. Grandmaster at 1 is still amazing. 1 Zanji destroys a monster. One of you control another 6 Samurai, just kills it. Not instantly, but after damage calc, so kills random floaters. Also a good asceticism target. 1 Anishi. This card is so fucking OP. You control another 6 Samurai. You have 2 6 Sams in the graveyard. Banish them, bounce a face-up monster your opponent controls during either player's turn. So good. Then you got 1 Spirit of the 6 Samurai. You just put him on any 6 Sam. Destroys a monster by battle. Draw a card. So good. He needs to be hollow soon. Like super like Kagemusha. And I play 1 Monkey because I do play dojos. Monkey is still a good card, 1-star tuner, and if a 6 Sam would die, just send him instead. You still take the damage though. And that is the monsters, ladies and gentlemen. That's 15 monsters to my knowledge. Next we go into the spells. We play triple asceticism. Like I said, it's still an asceticism build. 3 asceticism is still fucking OP. Just sets off your plays very well. Very well. Next up, since it's now back at 3, I say why not? 3 smoke signals. Just starts the bullshit. And of course with 3 smoke signals you have to play the 1 Rhoda to go with it. So you have 4 direct searches to everything. So good. The draw power of the deck, the 3 6 Sam Uniteds, of course. I only go maximum 2, but the draw 2 is so good. Now, I am playing a dojo build along with the asceticism, but I'm only playing 2 dojo. 3, in my opinion, is a bit cloggy. I prefer 2 only because it's just more simple. And the 3rd one can get cloggy when you have your field presence and you just need more spells and traps other than Bushido counters. And of course, the 1 Gateway, still busted for many reasons, unheard of. And then your staples, I play 1 book, because 1 book is 1 book. 1 Reborn, and 1 Heavy. No Dark Hole, because you do want to keep your field, and if you draw Dark Hole, let's say early game, and you're going off, there's really no need for it. That's the spell lineup. There's 16 spells, if I'm not mistaken. 16, 15. Any hoops on the traps. Of course, your standard 2 Fiendish Chains. I do not play Veiler. I don't like it. Fiendish Chain is good enough for me. I've been bouncing between Fiendish Chains and Breakthrough Skills, and I've been playing both and just been taking out traps. But Fiendish for right now is fine. Breakthrough Skill is just still iffy in my estimation. But I'm still testing it as we go along. I do not have D prisons. I'm a poor man. I don't care. I have 2 compulses. Why compulse over bottomless? Bottomless can only hit so many things, as opposed to compulse. It's so good. This is like the 2nd and 3rd Anishi at times, because Anishi bounces, but these bounces, these bounce face down monsters as well. It just bounces anything that could be unburdened. Then your standard 2 Musakani Bagatamas. I've been playing 2 to 1. At times I'll be playing just the 1, but 2 seems fine, because Heavy Storm Dark Hole is still an amazing combo, and people still sink to Black Rose and just try to attempt to blow field. Or, they try to get a 1 pop off for Scrap Dragon. It's just so good. I do play 1 Double-Edged Sword. I've been trying to. I prefer just the 1. Even though you can splash with the 2 and then just go off with the field. 1 to me is enough. And then the Solemn Duo of the 1 Warning, 1 Judgment. I have no complaints. Even though everybody misses 2 warnings and it was just OP. But 1 warning, 1 judgment. What can you do, guys? And that's the deck. I believe the trap lineup was 9. It's not 10. So it's a basic 40 card deck. Not one of the extra deck. Excuse me. First off, of course, with the Big Daddy Xian. So OP. Either play his turn, negate one spell or trap. Whenever he would die, destroy another 6M instead. Oh my god, so good. Like I said, this deck makes Naturias without a hassle, so one Naturia Beast negates spells by milling 2 cards from your deck, and it just stacks its effect. It's so amazing. I do not own a Catastor, so as of right now, my level 5 substitute is Hyper Librarian. So if I have Asceticism play and I have 2 Synchros that can come out, one will be Librarian, the next will be Beast and Xian, and I get at least a +1 off of it. So it's not that bad. One Barkion. Like I said, Kizan and Kagemusha make instant Barkion, but that's depending on how your opponent plays. If he doesn't play too much back row, but again, Barkion is just there for certain situations. This deck doesn't go into 8s as much, but just in case, I play the trio of Scrap Dragon, Colossal, Stardust. At times, I will set in a Starlight Row, so Stardust is easier to make instead of Synchro Summoning. Colossal because it's a Warrior deck, and just in case a mirror match, you go into Colossal first and they don't have enough back row, you're just going to sit there with a big Colossal. And Scrap Dragon. It's occasional that I make him, but why not? Now on in the Exceeds. It's a Warrior deck, so I do play the one Invoker. The Invoker target will always be Kizan. Unless you play another Warrior 6M that I don't know about, that's level 4, then please fill me in. Pretty much first turn, Elder Kageki. And then you have a Kizan or something in hand, special another Kizan, make another Kizan, make Excalibur or whatever. One Cowboy. Look, effect and defense move, let's burn. So amazing. One Maestro. It's Maestro. I don't own Blade Armor Ninja, but however I am playing Excalibur. So if you expect to see Blade Armor, I'm sorry, I'm not that good with money. But Excalibur is okay. I don't exceed as much. The only times I exceed is when I have my field and I can just keep making plays with Dojo or Gateway. So one Excalibur. One Black Ship of Corn. It's there to fulfill its purpose of just sending things that are just annoying the crap out of me. One Butterfly Assassin. Papilla Operative, whatever have you. One Shockmaster, because it's easy to make Shockmaster. And one Shadow Xian. Some people play 2. I prefer the 1. You don't really need all that power. And the 1 is just simple enough. That's a 15 extra deck. I don't do side deck on my channel only because it's player preference. It's player choice because you're not going to play in the same locals I'm going to play in, guys. So let's just keep that in mind. But anyway, that's my 6-am build. Tell me what you think about it. I take any criticism. Don't be afraid to tell me a comment or an opinion. I will add on to it. Whatever you say. Comment, like, subscribe, all this good stuff. And yeah. Peace, guys.